So all Dr. Shankoff was talking about is almost mind-boggling. It's so much information, but it is so necessary to apply it to everyday life. So how do we do that for the children and the families here in Palm Beach County? Well, the Children's Services Council, working with its partners, is doing it in so many ways, including taking it on the road. Joining me now, two wonderful ladies from HomeSafe, Paloma Prata and Selena Smith. Welcome.
Thank you.
HomeSafe and Children's Services Council, longtime partners. Now you're taking some of what you found in this research and applying it in a mobile van, heading out and helping families. Tell me more.
Okay. So HomeSafe is the postnatal entry agency. So what we do is we complete screens and assessments with all children in Palm Beach County from 0 to 5. So we start with the ages and stages questionnaire and the ages and stages social emotional, which we look at different domains like cognitive, language, fine motor, gross motor. So we were looking for many places where we can reach as many kids in Palm Beach County, and pediatrician's office was one of the places where we started. But a lot of pediatricians' office didn't really have the space for screening. And that's when HomeSafe decided to purchase the mobile office and take it out on the road so that we can go any place, any community events, and really screen all the children out in Palm Beach County.
I know we were at one of the events, so I think the video is going now, but this mobile van, I mean, what is in it? And when you say screening, I know you all both know what that means, but what exactly does that mean? Is it a medical screening? Is it a bunch of questions? Talk kind of what's happening in the van.
It's a developmental screening. We actually look at cognitive, language, social motor, and then social emotional also with the ages and stages questionnaire. So it is a questionnaire where we sit with the parent and the child, and we ask the questions. And some of the things we have to see the child do the skills, so like drawing a circle. And so then at the end of the screen, we really look at the score, and then the child can either score a concern or typical in monitoring. So if it's a concern, what we do is we move into an assessment to really make sure that that child needs services. So for language, for example, we'll get them the services for language so they're ready and eager to learn at age 5. So we really want to screen, make sure that if they need services for that, we get them the services immediately. There are services within the Healthy Beginning system that are funded by Children's Service Council.
So let's say in the video that we saw, some 2 or 3 year old isn't quite where they should be. You assess, but not there in the mobile van. That's a later appointment.
Exactly. We go into a home visit or we meet the parent at their child care provider, whatever it's easier for that family. So we do the screening in the mobile van, and then we move into the home visit or whatever it's easier for that family to really complete the assessment. The assessment is a little bit more in depth. It takes a little longer. And so we really have to sit with the child on the floor and try some of the skills.
So, Selena, you're kind of in charge of making sure the van's on the road, where it goes, that you have partners out there that are ready to have families, get into the van and get this kind of services. Talk about where are you bringing this and how does that all work?
The benefit of the services that we offer is that they're available throughout all of Palm Beach County. So with this mobile outreach vehicle, it really allows us to go into communities that we weren't able to go into before, some church events, we have outreach events that are going on. So it's really able now to take it into where the families are and make it more comfortable for them.
Are the partners that you call, say, a church or an organization like we saw, Place of Hope, are they open-minded about having a van, or is that, because I think it sounds kind of unique and maybe a little bit, oh, what is that going to do? I mean, what are you asking us to do? What is the partnership look like?
It's great that we've been able to have this partnership with many community events throughout the area, and it really allows the families to come through. We had some of our residents and some of our clients decorate the van, so it is very child-friendly. It is very bright and appealing for many age groups. So it's very nice to have them come in. They're more welcome to see it. And then when they see the results is that these are free screenings that we're doing, that they're more welcome to have us come in.
Okay, so we're doing the screening, now we have the assessment. Talk about after that, because in the Dr. Shankoff's interview, he talked a lot about the programs, data-driven, evidence-based programs that are really aimed at this 0 to 3, 0 to 5 age group. So do you it's almost like a puzzle, say, well, this one needs this. Talk about that a little.
So we complete the screen, and the screens are completed in the mobile van, but also in child care providers in Palm Beach County, outreach agencies, outreach educators that we have. Once we move into the assessment, we complete different assessments for social emotional and then for developmental concerns. From the assessment, we can actually choose one of the services within the Healthy Beginning system that can really help that family. So for literacy, so we have literacy programs, we have nurses, we have programs like Easter Seals, First Steps to Success, that actually do the developmental piece of it. So if the child needs help with the language, if the child needs cognitive help. So it's really all from the beginning. As soon as we find out from the assessment that that family needs that service, we get them into the service, complete the referral, and then we make sure that the warm handoff is done with that service provider. And so once they start servicing the child, then we really believe that they will be ready at age 5 to go to school. Even.
And I didn't ask, how long has, Selena, how long have you been putting the van out into the community?
Into the community. It's actually just fairly recent. We had it a few months now.
Okay.
So it's going out there and letting them know, and the benefit is just to be able to go out there and see everybody that we need to.
Now, because I know you spoke about pediatrician's office, is it also doctor's offices and schools, or is it more community organizations?
No, we're able to go everywhere. So what's really nice is we've even partnered with several other nonprofit organizations to come out there, but even schools and daycares and things like that as well. Wherever there are children that are under the age of 5 that we can screen.
So if somebody's watching and they either volunteer at an organization or they lead an organization, how do they contact you so that maybe the van could come to their event?
Absolutely. It's available on our website. If you go to helphomesafe.org, that's the best way to reach us, and then we can send somebody out there for you.
Okay, so I want to make sure, because we do this show every month, and then people say, well, great information, but are they following up? In other words, if you touch a child's life in the mobile van, are you checking in, a year to see where that's child's, or is it kind of you get them the programs and good luck with that?
No, once the child scores in, we actually refer into the service provider, as I said, a warm handoff. So we don't really leave that family until we make sure that the service provider is actually working with the family. So once the service provider is in, they're completing assessments throughout their services and then making sure that that's working for that family. And once they're done with the service provider, then we are not in there anymore, but we are also always able to go back and assess the family again and make sure that the services really worked for that family.
And wrapping it up, all this is really based on what we saw at the beginning of the show with Dr. Shankoff. I know you were at that conference where he spoke. It's really amazing, the science, the brain, science behind what the mobile van is doing, right?
Right.
It's all based on that.
Right.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was going to say, and based on the funding from Children's Services Council, we're able to offer the services to any family throughout Palm Beach County at no charge to them as well.
Very good point. I'm glad you made that point. So let's underscore that. Any family, it's not a certain zip code, it's not a certain neighborhood, it's a school reaches out to you, a church, a nonprofit, the van can come and provide the services 0 to 5 is the target, right?
Correct.
That is such great information, and we're going to put it up again, the website that you mentioned, to give out the information if anyone's interested in the screening from the mobile van or any of the other programs HomeSafe offers. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Great information.
Thank you.
I know you're probably thinking, wow, there was a lot of information in this show. Don't worry. We're going to give you a website for both HomeSafe and Children's Services Council where you can delve more into the programs that are out there for you to take advantage of. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next time.